15 minutes to pitch the next big thing. These game developers are getting ready to show off what they've been working on in London. This event is designed to connect the developers of smaller indie games with the cash and resources they need. And it's speed dating style.
Hi, my name is Rory Martin and I am co-founder of Giraffe Head Studios, and I'm currently working on the game RMF's Ragdoll Physics Experiments.
No dodgy chat-up lines here, just a chance for indie studios, ones usually made up of just a handful of people, to show what they're working on could be the next big thing.
Mildly amusing, but you could do better. Welcome to the RMF Ragdoll testing facility.
We started with a real base concept that was based around a series of animation videos that I made on my YouTube channel called Ragdoll's Physics Experiments.
Together, we are gathering information for science.
How hard has it been to try and work that into such a short pitch for today?
It's actually very difficult because the game has so much to it. There's so many things that I consider really, really important that the player gets to experience. To choose which ones are the ones that most people will resonate with has been very difficult.
Hi, I'm Judith Chung from Toronto, Canada, and I'm with Lofty Sky Entertainment.
Mom? Dad? Anyone here? What happened?
What's it like at the moment, the indie scene generally?
I think it's optimistic. There was a period of time where, you know, a lot of the funding dried up after COVID. There were a lot of layoffs, so it was a bit scary for a little bit. But now I think there's a lot of optimism that there's, you know, more people looking for funding now. And there's actually more indie studios than before because I think people who are leaving bigger studios are starting their own thing. So it's a really cool time to be in the indie space.
Ciao, my name is Matteo Sapio. I'm Chief Strategy Officer of Ponko, the creators of Vampire Survivors.
Vampire Survivors has been hugely successful. People expect a lot from you now.
Yes, but again, we are likely, obviously, in the very privileged position where we can pick up our project. So more than pitching a game and try to sell something, we always try to find the right partner in an event like that, because we value people. I would like to work with people that we like and on projects that we like. So
this is part of London Games Festival, a week of events set up both for people who make and play games. Where are things at when it comes to the game scene in London?
It's the biggest cluster in the UK, it's the #1 hub in Europe, and it's the top 3 city globally for video games. But the makeup of the people here is actually quite unique versus all those other clusters. We've got a lot of indies here.
But it's not just developers here, so let's meet some of the folks on the other side. Laura, Astrid and Sarah are here from publishers and funding companies specialising in getting indie games to market.
Is that a treasure chest I see?
When we're looking for new titles, ideally we're finding things that are in our wheelhouse and sort of go with our current portfolio so that we can bring our existing audience some new games that they would also love and enjoy.
When it comes to indie games, how important is it to buy into the people as well as the project?
Really, really important, because if you don't like that person that you're working with, it's going to be really hard to, do a good job on the game. So, I'm very much buying into, I like this person, but I also like your game.
Oh, it's just fantastic to be able to look someone in the eye and sort of meet them, shake their hand, and just kind of see that we're on the same wavelength. It's especially during the pandemic, we did a lot of online things, and it doesn't have the same atmosphere and really getting to know people when you're not sort of in the same room as them.
If you were going to describe a pitch that wows you, what is it that grabs your attention?
Just make a good demo. I need to sit down and play your game and be very, very excited about the gameplay. And then you can even forget to put half of the information in your pitch deck. If you have piqued my interest enough to play your build, then I will just ask you, what's your budget, what's your timeline, how many people are working on it, and then we figure it out.
Why should we care if indie games are successful?
Indie games specifically, they're just full of fantastic ideas, and they approach topics and things ways other games might not. We've got a game in the official selection and exhibiting this year that's about pigeons falling in love in London, and it's I can't see that idea getting greenlit at a massive super publisher, but an indie can do that. there's space for all that stuff because, you know, I love a big, you know, AAA expensive epic game as much as an indie game. But, you know, indies where a lot of the cool ideas, the cutting edge stuff comes through and the sort of the fast moving audiences.